Offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Prescott off play action. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. Shifts by at the 15, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. To the end zone, but it's in. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Parkey is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Tight end Dawson Knox ready to go again, as is the rest of this offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been entered. But it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Prescott. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott now. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second and long. And it's knocked away.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's got a man complete. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 6. Get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And they'll run with Cook, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Now Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 2nd down, Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Danielle Hunter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over. Yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Danielle Hunter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Yards out.
And the Cowboys get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. you've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick.
And it's plays like they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 1st down, Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Starting the third quarter with Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So what you're looking for here to start the third quarter, a fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throw it, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Harkey adds the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left.
That's taken in by Smith-Marsette.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are... possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Looking to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big...
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Prescott off play action.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 20. The pickup there from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Arlington. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott.
That's caught again by Schultz.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
A first down throw for Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 30.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. It's It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Prescott yet again. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Touchdown! Traquan Smith from 8 yards out.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Parkey with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record, but instead it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Traquan Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And the Vikings hands team able to recover. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel, be cool when you... If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Mama, cause you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chillin' in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a vein. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. Knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how this just happened, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want?
It's week 9 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Vikings and the...
first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. They'll start the drive with a giveaway.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, here's White.
And slow going there, as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The numbers on the receiving end for Boyd last time out. 6 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number. All right, people want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for, and also gives you respect around the league.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going to look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's...
Complete. Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Joseph is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man, complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding, offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah. Had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. What's good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Touchdown, Texans! So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Holiday shoppers, partner, are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division.
He's got a man, complete. Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Vikings at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now back to throw. He'll find Smith-Marset complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
From 10 yards out.
And the Vikings are once again back in front.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Looking on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll set up a throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So we've reached halftime here.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for?
that he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. What's good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the others. Fights through, and now a crease. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's White. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. This one to the left to Higbee. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Personal foul. Rubbing the tackle. Defense.
How big?
penalty. Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. He'll drop to throw.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Shepard is going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here. Out of gun. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. We have played 3 quarters. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They start the drive with Cook. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson, 77 yards. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add it.
he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Shepard now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Shepard is going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
The CD, I know it's just his second year. But that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Back to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have a Texans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
They'll look to throw again.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd down and 8. They'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Flushed out right. Touchdown, Texans. Tyler Boyd from 6 yards away.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Luntz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Luntz to kick it off.
Shepard is going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
This is caught. It's Boyd.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Now this one from about second and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it. It really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Minnesota, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they drop back to 5.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Cheeto, she a pack. Finna, guaranteed don't move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No, you're not yet.
told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping this track out with messed up.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Y'all calling me crazy when a been ballin' all day like Brady. Long hair this wavy, and a been shopping all day, no Macy. Hot about first lady, you think can't date me? Look at your savings, you still waiting, still blowing out daisies, counting on daydreams. Crazy, gotta go crazy, all of these hate, no crazy, like Jay-Z. Crazy, gotta go crazy, all of these hate, no crazy, no crazy. Nothing, go crazy. Then I ball like Spalding. Can't call my bluff when it puts my call in. Won't duck them all in. It's a brand new day, new pace like jogging. Straight facts, no jargon. It's a whole lot of big blue checks, no login. No stress, no stalling. See a whole lot of big focus when I ball in. I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't tame me.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. Always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Vikings and the Packers under the lights on Sunday night.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The Vikings at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dawson Knox. Career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Week after week, Charles, when we see that. I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well, and